What it do, family? What's going on? Welcome to the show. Real Talk with Shenita. Her story, his story with my sis Catrice J. She's not in the building today, but she's always still with me in the spirit. Y'all, we have none other than our brother, a native of he's from New Jersey, but we're gonna call him a native of the big city of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. None other than Mr. Robert McBride is in the building, y'all. Listen, he was on my brother, the Uncle Sonny Big show, and I had to get him on Real Talk with Shenita. He was on and he was talking about his new journey with the hot potatoes.
Yes, hot potato.
Hot potato, and it was something that he said that inspired me. You know, I'm all for entrepreneurship. I'm all for the new business, but it was that one thing that you told me. You said that sparked something in me, and I had to make a call to my brother as soon as they got off, and I was like, "Hey, I got to get him on the show." And it was about where you were. It's from then to now, but you expressed how you was in this dark place, but then you God brought you out of that place. So today we want to tap on some of those topics.
Absolutely.
We want to talk about the community leadership. We want to talk about the father, the family man, the father. We want to talk about entrepreneur, but we're gonna dive deep today, y'all, because we're gonna hit a topic that it might not be real popular to y'all. We're gonna jump on a topic today. We're gonna get all the accolades out the way. I'm gonna tell y'all who Mr. Robert McBride is, and we're gonna have a conversation. But today, I really need y'all to tune in. I really need y'all to really be focused, because we're gonna talk about Black lives on today, y'all. Can I keep it real and raw with y'all?
Yes, let's do it.
We're gonna talk about Black lives, and the question I'm gonna really ask y'all: do Black lives really matter? Y'all might get mad at me. I'm gonna put it out there: get mad, get glad, take it up with Jesus, take it up with God. Listen, he fights the battle for us, but we gotta really do some real talk today, because our community is drowning. Not only is our community drowning, but we are going in places like nobody fears God anymore.
Absolutely. That's one of the biggest things today, that nobody can't find real substance in God no more. Everybody tend to be woke, and I have nothing, against that. And people's confused because, my upcoming in the beginning with the fire and brimstone God days are over. So it's kind of like you got to find your way, and even now, and not to take nothing away from the Christian ministers, but everything becoming motivation speeches now, and it's hard to decipher for me, what's the right way. So I had to tap into some people who I believe walk in the walk that they say they walk in.
Tapping into some people who he believes says they walk in the walk. Y'all know me. They ordained me as a pastor, brother, about a month or two ago, and I told them I don't care about the title.
Right.
For me, it's I lead a 99 and I go after the one.
There you go.
Each one, teach one, reach one.
Correct.
And I saw some things as we go over your bio. First and foremost, I just want to tell people who you are.
Okay.
We're with Mr. Robert McBride today, y'all. He's a visionary, an entrepreneur, dedicated community activist, and a loving father and family man whose life is deeply rooted in faith and a commitment to serving others. See, he sold me right then, right there, because that faith piece and a commitment to serving. In order to be a great leader, you first got to know how to serve, baby. We out here trying to lead somebody, but you don't even know how to wipe a toilet. Come on, we're gonna talk about the principles and the values of how we were raised. Like I said, going back to the basics of those things. And his bio, he's a community leader, but he's also a great servant. Amen, somebody. He's having overcome the challenges of addiction. Robert now channels his strength and resilience into empowering his community. As a president of Community Action, a nonprofit organization, Robert leads initiatives directly based on the real-time, could I say somebody, real-time needs of the community. He works tirelessly to address critical issues, fostering unity and creating sustainable solutions that uplift and support those around him. Come on, somebody. His entrepreneurial spirit drives him to find innovative ways to tackle complex problems. Beyond his professional and community work, Robert prioritized his role as a devoted father and family man, understanding the importance of a strong foundation. His journey is a testament to the transformative power of faith, perseverance, and the unwavering belief that everyone deserves the opportunity to thrive. Not just one, but everyone deserves the opportunity to thrive. Come on. Come on, y'all. Let's listen. If we could give a hand clap right there, y'all, I'm going to stop. Because there's not many men
Right.
that have bounced back from where you came from.
Yeah.
And they are able to come out in the community, are able to come out and to give back. I could tell you truly say, Mr. Rob, your journey is truly powerful.
Thank you. And it's truly lived. Those words are not something that was just written down because they sound good.
Come on.
Because the journey to getting here was real. We could go back to, I come from a good place. My mother did the best she could with what she had.
Ooh.
And I don't come from what we consider a poor place.
Come on.
Although we didn't have a lot of money.
Come on.
We still lived good.
Come on.
But there was a side of me that, just wanted to be in them streets.
Ooh.
And the streets was more exciting than what was going on at home.
Okay.
So, I went out to the streets. In Newark, New Jersey, it was easy to become who you wanted to be or who you thought you wanted to be based on the images in the community.
Ah.
And we keeping it real, right?
Come on.
I was attracted to them pimps.
Come on.
I was attracted to them them guys with them big cars and the fancy hats and the jewelry.
Come on.
And that's where my life started.
Let's talk about it.
So coming from the streets of New Jersey, getting involved with selling drugs, then using drugs casually to using nonstop. So it started early for me.
Okay.
You understand? So there's a lot of gaps in my life between the ages of 14 and 29 because there was a lot of bad stuff done.
Wow.
There were survival skills that had to come about in my life in order to make it. And then leaving New Jersey in 93, 94 to come to Rocky Mount and to experience the same thing. So you could take the person out of the place, but the place is still going to be in the person.
Woo!
So all them things that I thought I was running away from in New Jersey, I brought to Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
Wow. Come on, let's listen to somebody. Woman, man, boy, or girl, I don't care if you go to Timbuktu. My brother just said the things that he thought he was leaving in New Jersey. He thought he was leaving his past in New Jersey.
That's right.
But he wasn't free from that. He didn't allow God to come in and strip him of that thing.
That's
So
right.
the very thing that he thought he was leaving, the very thing that he thought he was running from, he brought to Rocky Mount.
Yeah. And I spent a lot of years in Rocky Mount in addiction.
Wow.
And those who know me know it wasn't pretty. Before the house and the cars and all that good stuff, it was homelessness.
Wow.
It was prisons.
Wow.
It was jailhouses.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of years of making bad decisions.
Ooh.
So my road to getting where I am today didn't come easy.
Wow.
But along the way, I always knew that there was a good person on the inside. So even in the midst of my wrong, something was working.
Ooh.
And I just didn't know what that something was. See, I got clean at 29 years old.
Okay.
And when I was on my journey to getting better, I didn't have no clear conscience of what God was in my life.
Okay.
I knew that there was something, but I didn't know what.
Okay.
Through all the gun battles, through all the poor decisions sexually and everything.
Okay.
Because see, I wasn't always that safe dude out in the street. That I was raw. Like we talk about being raw.
Being raw.
So I put myself in some really bad places that could have ended my life very early.
Ooh.
But God kept me. And see, I needed those tangible evidences in my life to know something was working. Wow.
He said, but God kept him. Anybody hearing this? But God, listen, I ain't even asked the questions, but he didn't roll down. Can you take us back to the moment when you decided to turn your life around and what sparked that transformation? Yeah. And you said it was going through those battles.
Going through those battles, everybody think that life is grand because they see the outside.
Come on, let's talk about that.
At 28, let's back up a minute. At 28 years old, because I didn't want to live the way I was living, there was a failed suicide attempt.
Stay right there. At 28, and I'm talking to the 28-year-old right now, because he didn't want to live the way he was living. He said there was a failed suicide attempt. I'm going to say God.
Through God.
There was a fail. So to those of you who are out there listening right now, who you feel like life is overtaking you, who you feel like you just can't get through, I got a brother sitting right here. He said at the age of 28, it was a failed suicide attempt. So that failed suicide attempt, to that brother, that sister that's out there listening to us right now, that's even thinking about that thing, listen, tap in, listen. He said he's still here to tell the story.
Yeah. And you know, through that failed suicide attempt, you know, based on how I was living, you know, and I need to say, because I know from prime example that a lot of people get mental health mixed up with with substance abuse. Substance abuse will make you have mental disorders, right?
Yes.
But when I realized my life was getting better and I left the drugs alone, my mental health got better.
Ooh.
So drugs led me to a place of mental distress, where I thought the only way out was to end it. But you know, it was through those moments where I realized, you know what, there's something better for me. It got to be something better for me. So I started going to programs.
Okay.
See, there's a lot of programs out here that people don't know about.
Oh, let's talk about
You
this.
know, so in Rocky Mount alone, I can speak on probably 40 meetings a week.
Wow.
Alone in Rocky Mount, Narcotics Anonymous, that saved my life.
So if they really want help, it's a way out.
It's here.
But they gotta want it, right?
Gotta want it. The information is out here.
Wow.
The information is out here. And, you know, I'm not speaking on behalf of Narcotics Anonymous, but I'm saying what saved my life.
Okay.
And even, you know, right at 25 years later, I'm still a member. I still go. I still raise my hand.
So let's go, because you and that was how did your faith play a role in helping you overcome addiction? That's what you talked about.
Well, in the beginning, it didn't, because I didn't have it. I just knew that I wanted that particular pain to stop.
Talk about that pain.
So the pain of being a failure, the pain of being a bum, the pain of being a letdown to your family. You know, the inner turmoil of battling something that you don't know what you're battling.
That's good.
The inner turmoil of fighting something you don't even know what you're fighting.
Woo! Talk to him out there.
But I knew every time I picked that something up that I was battling with, I wind up in handcuffs. I wind up in bad places. I wind up in abandoned buildings looking for somewhere to sleep. Every time I picked that something up.
Every time he picked that something up, that something could be drugs, that something could be alcohol, that something could be a woman, that something could be a man, that something.
Something.
Come on.
Yeah.
That something could be overeating. That something could be overindulging. And listen, when we talk about, you know, people, I have a problem now.
Right.
I have an issue now with people always say, you know, back in the day, we're going to talk about this as real talk. You know, they would get you, you out here. They would always deem in the Christian community, you know, and I'm a kingdom follower.
Right.
You hear me? And I follow Christ,
Right.
you know, as he lead me. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? But I got a problem because, see, the church is in us, right?
Right.
And we take the church into the building.
That's right.
But I got an issue and a problem with people who saying, oh, if you go have sex and you're gonna die, you're gonna go to hell, you're gonna bust hell wide open.
Right.
But they don't talk about the other sins of that thing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my Bible says, he said, get angry but sin not. You understand? He said you can do something but not overindulge in it, right? And I'm not telling anybody go do
That's
X,
right.
Y, Z. That's not
right.
what I'm saying. Let me go and put that out there, disclaimer out there for those ones who say, well, she said.
Right.
No, but that's something.
That's something.
We take that something will cause you to overeat because you stressed out because somebody done told you, listen, red flags done came up. Come on, women.
Right.
Come on, men.
Right.
This domestic violence, red flags done
Right.
came up, but you overeating.
Right.
You overindulging. You working out. There's a such thing as you working out too much.
Yeah.
There's a such thing as you doing something too, or you hanging out too much because you don't want to go back home and face the issues or the problems.
Yeah.
But he said it was something that
every time I pick that something up. You know, dealing with the insecurities. The insecurities.
As a man?
As a man.
Talk about that.
You know, having insecurities of not fitting in, wanting to be that leadership role in the house, but not able to.
Ooh.
Not able to live up to it because, you know, based on financial conditions, sometimes I just needed somewhere to lay my head.
Ooh, my God.
But I wasn't a man in the house. So there was insecurities there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So those are the things, the obstacles that I had to go through to become who I am. And again, everything on that paper, I lived.
Wow.
You know, so yeah, growing, you know, coming to believe that something was working for me is what worked. Because, see, I didn't get here. I told you in the beginning, I didn't quite know what God was, but I had to come to believe. And my road to believing or coming to believe, that even came with some pain. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to tell you, you know, early on I went to church and I had my one little purple suit because I was trying to get better. And I had this one little purple suit that I loved to put on because it made me feel like somebody. Because, see, my inside, I didn't start getting better on the inside. I got better on the outside first.
Ooh.
You know, my appearance started changing.
Okay.
You know, that $7 shirt from Maxway or that little haircut, that purple suit made me feel like somebody.
My God.
And I started going to church with my Bible and things of that nature, and I experienced the church hurt.
Can we talk about that?
Ooh.
Because, yeah. And we you weren't even in the room when me and brother was just you weren't even in the room, you know, and we talk about these things, and, you know, a lot of people, but they ain't coming. You know, a lot of them look and they like, I don't want to go there. If I gotta go there and experience that, say I might as well stay out in the streets. Right. What was church hurt like for you? Because I know what it was like for me, but what was it like for you?
It was deep.
Wow.
And I need to tell you, it was deep. And it might even not be for TV, but we're gonna drop this, right?
Oh, this real talk with Shenita. Come on.
So I started going to a particular church. I'm not going to name drop.
Okay.
And there was a bishop there who I befriend, and he started teaching me the Bible.
Okay.
And we started learning. But along the way, I didn't know his sexual preference.
Okay.
And I didn't have to compromise myself in the street sexually.
Okay.
And then to get to church and be propositioned in a sexual manner, it done something to me. You understand? So it set me to a place now. I'm going to fast forward and then we're going to come back.
Okay.
So I got some friends now that I hang out with, you know, and some of them are prominent men, pastors and bishops and deacons, right? So what it done for me when I first met them, my defenses was up. You know, so what I said to one of them, I said, you better be who you say you are. Because no telling what I would have done if I experienced that again.
Woo!
As a grown man that know better.
Yeah.
But as a little boy, it hurt me.
Yeah.
Because I was a little boy at like 20, 30 years old, 31 years old. That hurt.
Yeah.
You understand? So it took me back to a place where I shut down completely.
Wow.
From my spiritual walk.
Wow.
And it was years before I was able to touch on it again.
Wow.
Yeah, because I didn't trust nobody.
Because we got people broken, men and women in pulpits. Yeah, I said broken. We got broken men and women in pulpits, bleeding on folks Sunday after Sunday, Wednesday after Wednesday, Tuesday after Tuesday, and y'all bleeding. And guess what? Y'all ain't got nowhere and sat down and got you no help. I did say it, and I say y'all, and I meant what I said, y'all, and I don't dot out my I's and cross out my T's.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I had a saying, God, I wouldn't grace your pulpit, right? And I don't even like saying words of that nature because I've seen so much in the industry from the highs of these big cathedrals, some of them around here, to the lows of the very small cathedrals, to where people not even able to understand. You know what got me this year? I read the book of Acts, and I read it before, but not to its entirety. Right. But this time I read it in the full entirety, and my brother Apostle Paul, that doctrine. They scorn him, they beat him, they accuse, and I'm talking about governor officials. Right. I'm talking about religious big people. Right. They did all this to little Apostle Paul because he was taking up for Jesus, right? And when I read this thing, he did the very thing that God only wanted us to do, and that was to go out and spread love and make disciples.
Right.
He ain't say nothing about us taking his stuff, and because when I read it in the good book, he said, y'all can't build a house big enough for me.
You're right.
So we looking and we going in these places trying to find him. If we get us together,
Yep, that's it right
he's
there.
on the inside
That's
of
it,
us.
that's it.
But we looking for the bishops. We're looking for the pastors. We're looking for the evangelists and the teachers and the preachers and all these fivefold people and the prophets to come tell us we're going to get all this prosperity stuff. But if they're not clean and clear in their heart, my brother, how can you tell me something?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And I'm not perfect. I pitch you that
Right.
hurt, right?
Yes, yep.
So now we got people like ourselves who are looking at them like they are our God.
Right.
Woe unto us for thinking so foolishly because we was raised up in that thing. Oh, the bishop, you better go do this. Oh, the pastor, you better go do this. But what about God?
That's right. That's right.
Because that's who we follow.
That's right. That's right. And even in the midst of that, I learned to lean on God. It wasn't about man no more.
Come on.
It wasn't about me leaning on people to help me get where, and I had to trust something that I couldn't see. God,
You about to make me jump up?
I started this journey with you. I'm going to believe that this journey is for me, and it kept me going.
My God.
And along the way, some beautiful people came into my life. Some beautiful people who, they know me inside out. Just like we sitting down, we get to talk to each other on some real stuff.
Yes.
Because I just went to a men's retreat, not last weekend, but the weekend before that, and I was in a room full of brothers, about 25 of us. Wow. And we was able to just heal from stuff that we walk around with every day. Wow. Afraid to talk to the wives about the girlfriends, because them insecurities that men, but we did a session called Leave It on the Table. And when we dropped it, brothers walked away free. I'm talking about you felt the energy in the room.
Wow.
Those are the type of things that I need to let me know that God truly work in my life.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I believe in God wholeheartedly. I believe in the spirit of God, but it's them tangible evidence that let me know that the person beside me,
yes, sir,
God, you working through them.
Yes, sir. Wow.
So that's what keep me close to people. You know what I'm saying? Because I got friends in prominent places. I could call them. All through the city of Rocky Mount, I got people I could call. But I feel more comfortable with that dude on Clark Street, Grant Street, that's broken.
Come on.
And I sit with him.
Come on.
And I sit with them.
Come on.
And they able to relate. I don't try to go, drop, you need to do this, you need to do that. But through me just being who I am,
that's it,
who God brought me to become to be, I'm able to go sit with people. And through our nonprofit, we able to take people to treatment. We able to get them the help they need. We able to get them the resources, housing, whatever it is. Right here in Rocky Mount. Again, these are resources that a lot of people don't know about.
Wow.
But we, part of Simple Solutions is the name of the nonprofit that we take people to treatment facilities throughout the state of North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we got those type of relationships that when we call, they know we coming.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where I am with my ministry. Right. I'm in the street. The pulpit is not for me.
It ain't.
And I don't. And I'm saying that now because I don't know where God is going to take me. But for now, I know I'm boots on the ground. I'm boots on the ground. That's what works.
I got this my dude already. I didn't know. That's me. Y'all street ministry all day long. We got it, and we got to make an impact. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it starts with that one.
With that one.
It starts with that one, and that one can lead to 2 to 10 to 100. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think a lot of people are chasing after the 100, and they overlooking that one that's over there at the train station. They're overlooking that one that's over there off of Hickory Street. They're overlooking that one. You know what I'm saying?
That one.
And if we can put our eyes on that one, that one can lead us to another one.
Yep.
And before we know it, that very one can be so powerful.
It's a beautiful thing, and I don't need accolades. I don't need no pat on the back. But it's a beautiful thing when you just being you and you out eating and you in the mall or something, and somebody say, if it wasn't for what you done,
Wow.
I'd probably be dead.
Wow.
Or I'd probably be in prison.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that keep me going.
Wow.
You know, the everyday person that because they came in contact with not just me, but people like me,
Yeah.
they're able to keep going and keep living. You know, they don't go through them suicide attempts no more.
Ooh.
Because they found somebody who understands.
My God.
You know, oftentimes people say, well, you know, I be watching people that say, I don't know how they bring themselves to want to kill themselves. And I don't understand how. And I say, well, I do.
Yeah.
I understand.
You've been there.
I've been there.
Yeah.
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 So those are the, you know, the connections that I make in life with people, you know, to try to inspire. You know, just because you're here today, you ain't got to be there tomorrow.
No.
You know, talking about, you know, just last year, you know, myself
Okay.
going through, you know, all the ups and downs, you know, because getting here again to where I am today, you know, it came with a lot of loss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the loss of a son,
Wow.
the loss of my mother,
Okay.
the loss of several businesses. I'm talking about all in the same time.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and still trying to maintain myself while I was still trying to do for everybody else. And I was sinking.
Whoo.
And I was sinking.
My God.
But them late night my guys
Yeah.
is what kept me through.
Yeah.
When the lights was out and everybody was gone and, you know, after the repast, that's when it get real. You know, when it was just me and God, you know, and I'm saying, God, you know, it hurt like hell.
Come on. Let's be real.
It hurt like hell.
Yeah.
But you all I got right now.
Come on.
And it made me through, you know, them hard times, just them little bit. I ain't got no 5-minute prayer. I get up in the morning and say, God, whatever we got to do, let's do it. Let's get it done.
Let's keep it real. I tell people, you know, and I have to, I share it. I'm like, I'm not a, you know, some people, I go in my closet and I stand there 20, 30. That ain't me. I'm a worshiper, right? I put my worship on and I put my music on. It's just me and God, and we vibe with that.
Right.
And like you said, God, what should you have for me to do on today? What's the mission on today? Because when you know who you are and whose you are, and when you understand the assignment that He's placed on your path, listen, it don't take all that. And what some folks, and let me pull that back because I don't want to be the holy and thou folks. Let me say, you know what I'm saying? You want to step on your feet, I step on your toe. Just say out, you keep it moving, right? But it's a conversation. Just like you and I are having a conversation. Right now, God, what is it that you want me to do on today? Who is it that I need to inspire? What is that one person that I'm going to come in contact with today? And even in that, I had to learn, brother, my tone or even my stance sometimes. Because I can look at a person, every person might be the one that want to feed me today, and I might look at them wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And so
right.
to that one who you out there, you like, oh, that bro can't tell me nothing. Oh, that sis can't tell me. You don't know who got in their mouth the words that
right.
God done sent them to speak to you. But you looking at them like, okay, who are you?
Right. And I learned that sometimes I got to make myself approachable. You know,
That part.
I can't stand back mean. Hey, people used to look at me, man, why you look so mean? And I had to catch myself because I found myself, I do sometimes be just in my own little world.
Yeah.
And my face is saying one thing, but my inside truly saying something else.
Yeah.
You know, but just getting back to like last year, and we talked about that dark place.
That dark place. Yeah.
You know, just because things are going well sometime in life, just because I'm saying I'm walking this walk, and I need to be clear. When I say I'm going to walk this walk with God, I can't for 1 minute think that I'm not going to be attacked by the lower power.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And last year was one of them times. You know, I do a lot of stuff in the community, and I don't put a lot of eyes into the accolade. I don't need all the pats on the back, but I can only speak for what I do.
Yeah.
I do a lot.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of stuff that people don't even know about.
Yeah, because I...
You know, and I hit one of them dark places last year. And it wasn't so much that I was dealing with some stuff I couldn't even talk about.
Okay.
I was in a place where I couldn't pray.
Wow.
I was in a place where I would show up every day. I was fixed on the outside, but there was something broken on the inside. And I didn't understand what it was. I was dealing with stuff that I was dealing with some stuff.
Okay.
And I had to call. I was sitting in my office. At the time, I had my office on Church Street.
Okay.
And I was going through some stuff, spiritually.
Okay.
And I can truly, say I know for a fact what spiritual warfare is now.
Come on.
I can truly say
Come
it.
on.
I don't want to get too far right now, but I can truly say I was in a spiritual warfare.
Okay.
To where I had to call one of my friends who's a minister, Minister Ray Green. I feel comfortable calling his name. And I said, bro, I need you to come to me now.
Wow.
And he came to my office and he felt what I was going through.
Wow.
And we prayed and we anointed the office. We went to the house, anointed the house.
Yes, come on.
We did everything we needed to do in the name of Jesus.
Come on.
And some stuff stopped.
The power.
The power. But it was some stuff going on because I can't walk around and say I'm this guy and I'm that guy and not get attacked.
Oh, it's gonna come. The
It's
greater
coming.
the anointed and the greater the trial.
It's coming. So that let me know
Yeah.
I am who I say I am. I had to go through what we call the Job experience.
Come on. That's my boy. Come on.
I had to go through the Job experience. God allowed the enemy to take everything.
He does that.
Everything.
Wow.
You could do whatever you want to do, just don't kill him.
Just don't kill him.
Just don't kill him.
Woo.
But he ain't never say he won't put in your mind and kill yourself.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That.
Yeah. And I was there again.
Wow.
But because I knew what to do this time, it didn't last long.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know that the walk with God is sincere. I know that it's for real. Now a lot of people, he's still that joker who would do this and who would do that. But I love for them to show up because it gives me the opportunity to go around the block. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You looking at me from what I used to do.
be. Yeah.
But not who I am today.
I find a lot of people, because they want to keep that stance, right? But I have to tell them all the time, you looking at my old person. But if you only knew, if you accepted the new me,
Right.
if you really accepted the new me, baby, you'll be in a greater place.
Right.
But see, you got the issue with.
Right.
And I gotta leave that. I gotta
Right.
leave that
You
back.
gotta leave that right there.
But see, that's where the enemy keep us on our feet too, right? Because he always gonna come and test us, right? So he gonna test us with the people that we love the most. Can I say that?
Love the most.
The people that we love the most, he gonna
yeah.
come and he gonna test us with them. And it's as I'm passing or jumping over these hurdles, because he'll get me with my kids every time. And as I'm jumping over these hurdles, I had to realize, even when I get ready to act or react on a thing, I be like, that's what he wants you to do.
Right.
That's what he wants you to do.
Oh, girl, you was crazy. Listen, so last night, and I, listen, I'm not holier than thou, none of that, right? But last night, my fiance was on the phone with her girlfriend who just started her walk with God, right? And she was talking about how people was talking about her and things of that nature. And I told her, you fighting the wrong fight.
Yeah.
You fight against people.
People. He said, don't fight. Ooh.
Your fight ain't with the people.
People. No.
So, that's a whole nother story.
I know. Let's go.
Listen,
because we can dive deep in that. Listen, y'all people over here. Listen, we can dive deep into that thing, man. Listen, you talked about the community and the leadership. Listen, awesome things that you got going on. Can you share one of the most impactful projects your organization has led and the difference it made?
Oh, well, so we got Community in Action.
Okay.
And then we got Simple Solution.
So
Simple Solution is more based on substance abuse.
Okay.
All right. Community in Action is based on community awareness.
Okay.
So over the years, we was fortunate that we can pull up in a community at Christmas time, pop a 26-foot U-Haul truck, give away all brand new appliances and whatever's on the truck. We don't even go through it.
Oh, wow.
Thanksgiving, we always do a big community block party style feeding. We block the streets off from the help of the city.
Okay.
Set up tents and we feed hundreds of people.
Okay.
All right. But the where we transitioning from is giving away stuff.
Okay.
Now we're giving away information.
Come on.
Yeah, we giving them something that's sustainable.
Woo. Listen, we talked about, I said I'm not doing another, okay, y'all forgive me for about to say this, okay? Another book bag giveaway.
There you go.
For all y'all to get, y'all go from from Martin Luther King Park to Clark Street Park to Whitaker's Park to Battleboro Park over there down in Little Eastonburg, and before you know it, your kids got 5 book bags to go back to school with. But that one person that really need a book bag, they really don't have a bag.
Right.
And so with my organization, it's like we're gonna give to who really needs. And it's sad to say because you know you have to kind of stifle through that thing.
Right.
But like you said, give them the information. And it's this information, if you really want it, once you get the information and you tap into the resources, then you can be able to get the things that we're going to give you to you. But you first got to tap in because it's so many of us. And let's talk about that mentality where we just want something for nothing and we want to.
Right. Because like after we give away everything, right? Everybody, thank you for the food. Thank you for the food. It make us feel we did a great job.
Yeah.
But afterward, what did we really do?
Yeah.
You understand? We made them feel good for the moment.
Moments. Woohoo.
But now we're transforming more into information.
Come on.
How can we send you to that place to get you an adequate job? Come
on.
How can we send you to that place to get you housing?
Come on.
How can we get you to that place that's going to help you with these medical bills that you're going to need? So we're transitioning from the giveaways to the information.
That's good.
How can we get your kids to the Boys and Girls Club?
Come on.
You know?
Come on. Woo, that's good.
So that's where we are. We got a event coming up next month, May the 10th.
Okay.
Talk about that. It's an information day.
Okay.
And we already got quite a few booths committed, organizations committed to booths.
Yes.
We got the city, I feel comfortable saying the City of Rocky Mount Police Department to be there.
Okay.
I got to make contact with the fire department and just get the community back involved.
That's it.
You understand? We're going to have some speakers to come about and just encourage people. I think we got 5 different groups. The Gospel Trumpeters being one.
Okay.
Committed to the program.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be a day of just awareness and fun and food fellowship.
Cool. Food, fun, fellowship, May 10th. Where's that event going to be
It's going to be at Dorchester Street Park, Cokie Road.
Coker Road, Dorchester Street Park. All right. Listen, y'all show up. Y'all heard it here. We got a community day coming up May 10th.
So if you're a vendor, you got information, you want to set up a booth, please reach out.
All right. Reach out. Mr. Robert McBride on Facebook Messenger, or you can reach out to us and we'll get information to him so we can listen. This is what it's about, community collaboration, coming together in the community. Each one reach one, teach one. This is what we're doing. Listen, I know we just talking, but we got to dive into this Black Lives. We got to dive into this thing. When we talk about family and fatherhood and that you're a devoted father, if we can talk on that too, what advice would you give to men and possibly women who are trying to rebuild relationships with their families after facing personal struggles?
Ooh, that's good for me because one of the first things that I had to do was first forgive myself.
Woohoo.
And second, I had to, allow my family time to forgive me.
Say that.
Yeah.
Time.
To forgive me.
What did that allowing your family time? I'm gonna let him speak on this, but allowing family time to forgive you, because some of us get out here and we go through things for 20, 30 years, some 40, 50, 60 years. And in an instant, because God can do things and suddenly he was changed, right? And God can do things suddenly, but just because he did it suddenly in you does not mean that it's going to happen suddenly for somebody else or in your family. He might have changed you suddenly and on the inside you changed, but then you still got your wife, or for the husbands, you still got your wife, or for the wives, you got your husbands, your family. They looking like they still looking at you on the outside, but on the inside you done changed. Your appearance is different.
Listen,
Come on.
It took my mother a long time to stop walking around with her pocketbook up under her shoulder because I was still out her pocketbook. It took her a long time.
Wow.
But I will say at the last 5 years of her life, she lived with me.
Wow.
And I made her proud.
Wow.
But it took time.
Time.
Yeah, so just because I got better don't mean people got better with the situations that I put them in. It don't mean that they got better with the hurt that I put them through. So yeah, so when we dealing with family, You know, we got to allow people that space. And sometimes they'll never get there. And we got to accept the fact that they'll never be okay with us again.
And what do we do with them people? We leave them right where they at in their stuck place. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's one thing to you get past that, right? And we give them that time. But like you said, for the ones that are never be okay with that, you can't waste your time. Because let me tell y'all something. I got this saying, we're going to live and we're going to die. What are you going to do in your in-between time?
That's right.
And so in my in-between time, I choose to live. I choose to love. I choose to laugh. I'm going to cry sometimes too, but I'm going to keep it moving, right? But in that, I found where I had to set boundaries with people that wanted to continue to stay in a stuck place.
Right.
They didn't see Shenita for who she is now. They kept looking at it. They still, some of them are still, I have a word in my mouth for some people. But because of who I am, they'll look right at me be like, she ain't talking to me. Who she thinks she is now. And I bleed the same blood they bleed. I'm not perfect. I don't dot my I's across on my T's, but I know who I am.
Right.
And because we know who we are and whose we are, it's hard for people to be able to accept us, even though we done apologize. I tell my kids all the time, listen, I apologize. I ain't apologizing no more though. I don't got no more apologies in me. Because if you can't see me for who I am now, even with my mom, my brother, whomever it may be. But if you can't see me for who I am now, and if you still stuck on that, then maybe it's a you issue and you got to get you together.
Right. You know, and another thing that I see in our community is they kill us through separation. They kill us through separation. You know, a man in the house is like one of them things that's darn near gone.
Yeah.
And if he's in the house, he's there.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I ain't gonna get into the video games or whatever, but he's in the house. And for some odd reason, manhood has became darn near extinct. It's an art to being a man. It take work to get to manhood. And a lot of times in this day right now, a lot of guys, if you try to lead them in that direction, they already got the answer. What's the answer? Oh, I know.
And they don't know.
And they don't know.
That's why, let's talk about this Black Lives Matter.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
So I pose a question, y'all. This is my question to the people out there in the land. Don't get mad at me. I don't care if you do get mad at me though. But do Black lives really matter? I pose this question, brother, because I see the killing. I see the shooting.
Right.
My daughter, one of my daughter's friends, not too long ago, just got shot and killed over at the Friendly Way. Right? They getting killed. They getting shot down. You know, these gangs are taking over, and some of our big homies, they my age. Can I say that? Yeah. I know some of them.
Yeah.
And I don't want to tap on the gang stuff because I don't do the gang stuff. You understand?
Right.
But in actuality, we say Black Lives Matter, but we doing the very thing that they want us to do is to kill each other off. If we're not killing off in brothers killing brothers, or now we got sisters killing brothers or sisters killing sisters, it's the domestic violence piece. Because somebody tell us that we're not supposed to go sit on the couch, right? Or nowadays you can call them and talk to get therapy, or we can't take advice from people. So then we take matters in our own hands because we truly don't know what love is, and we didn't get somewhere and sit down to really understand what is love. But yet we want to holler Black Lives Matters. Come on, do Black lives really matter? When we backbiting, when we tearing each other down, when we can't get on one accord because we too worried about such and so, sister, brother over here, they doing this and they doing it better than me. When can we get on one accord and make all lives really matter? Because can I truth be told, I got some Caucasian brothers and sisters, some Korean Caucasians, for Korean brothers and sisters that are like family to me.
Right. So I'm gonna say this. You know, if you got a big homie and he's sending you on a dummy mission, he really ain't your friend. You know, and a lot of times these young boys get sent on dummy missions.
Come on.
You know, not understanding the consequences. You go out and you do this mission. Possibly you ain't never coming home again. Never coming home again. And they don't realize the consequences until they're in front of that black robe. And he give them life without parole. You understand? That's when you realize, and when that door closed behind you, that universal sign of I done messed up. Boom.
You don't hear.
And that's it.
Wow.
So you know, young fellas don't get the guidance that we once got. You know, I often tell people that although we might not got all the right information, we got some information. And that information, we used it as long as we could until it just didn't work no more. Today, they don't accept the information.
Nope.
Today, everybody run on their own understanding of what life is and what the street code is and, what validation is. I done been through the gangs. I done been through all that. I know what validation is now. I got little fellas in the street who, because of me running with their uncles and, family members, they know I got street cred.
Right, yeah.
And I'm not, tapping myself on the back for it. But those are the places where us as 54, 52, we try to get to the place where we can live off street cred, but we ain't got to be in the street no more.
Come on.
Because, I ain't even going to front. I know dudes 50 years old, instead of trying to pull the young fellas up,
They still pushing.
they trying to get down to the level of the young fella. That's one of the biggest problems we got.
Can I talk about that? And oh God, why you be having me just? Cause I just turned 47, right? I'm proud to be 47.
Right.
I'm proud to be my age, right? But when you talk about that, I see so many, and women too. They call us the cougars. I got called auntie the other night, right? I was like, wow.
Hey, auntie.
Hey, auntie. My daughter took me out to Guava the other night, and I was in there playing pool, and they was in there, and hey, auntie, and I'm like, oh, I done got in the auntie thing, but I want to say that because when we talk about these lives that matter,
right.
we got these older men, and I ain't nothing wrong with their preference, right? But I have my daughters
Right.
who are 22. At the time, she was 18,
Right.
19, 20, 22, and they just going out having a good time.
Right.
But then you got,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, dude.
Yeah. But
Like the value, right?
Yeah.
But what are we teaching our men? What are we teaching our young men? What are we teaching our young women?
But it's the trickle-down effect. If the trickling down stop, then they ain't got nothing left.
Wow.
Yeah, because, see, everything trickled down.
Yeah.
From grandma
To
mama
So-
to daughter.
we got to be
Yeah.
that generational curse breaker.
Yeah, but when we talk about Black Lives Matter, right, I understand the concept of it. And truly, Black lives does matter.
Come on.
matter.
Come on.
But when you don't do your research
Woohoo.
behind the whole Black Lives Matter concept,
Come on.
then you just going off a slogan. See, it's the slogan of Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
But the deeper side to that is, do we really matter to one another today? We don't have the love there no more. We don't have the caring about each other life no more. It's easy for a young person to take not even a young person, it's easy for another person to take another life because the love is not there. The separation amongst the people is gone. The love for God is gone. There was a time where, people say, they throw it at you quick. Thou shalt not kill.
Yep. What did the commandments? That's not kill, that's not steal.
Yeah.
But all that good
we don't get that no more.
No.
And it's easy to put a gun in the hands of black men, not just black men, because the legislation just changed. I'm a gun carrier.
Okay.
And now they're making it easy for you to carry concealed without even have to get a permit.
Wow.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now these young boys know they can carry a gun. They know because you can see them hanging out their pocket with the big extended clips. But now they know they can carry concealed, which now you can't even see me coming.
No, and I could just pop up on you.
Yeah, but Black Lives Matter. I don't want to offend nobody.
That's right.
But I understand that it started in the LGBTQ community.
Okay.
And when you read their mission statement, it says, although blacks are included, we are at the forefront. See, I read before I jump on the bandwagon. And I understand the concept again. But when I jumped on, when I got involved, I understand that all lives matter to me, right?
That's it.
Especially black lives, because I'm a black man. So my black children and my black friends, y'all matter to me.
Yes, come on.
Y'all matter to me. But when I'm not just going to live off the slogan.
Come on.
What am I going to do about it? How am I going to show you that you matter to me.
Come on.
You understand? We got to show effort that you do matter. That's why it's important for me to grab a young man in the street and hug him and say, listen, man, you matter.
Yeah.
You know, your life matter.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do this no more. And see, sometimes, man, some of the most, and I'm getting emotional because I know what it's like just to need a hug.
Hug. Woo.
Just to need a hug.
Wow.
That one hug changed your life.
Wow.
You know, when you in despair, when you broken, when you ain't got nothing left, nobody understand, and somebody give you a hug, and it changed your life. It's a sign that somebody cares. And today, we get away from showing the affection.
Yeah.
Somebody care.
Yeah.
And then these boys, they so hard now. When you show them you care, they knuckle up.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that.
Nope. They don't want no hugs.
Because see, we got to a place where we disconnect from our emotions.
Wow. Disconnecting from the emotions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Listen, y'all. We're going to have to do a part 2. Disconnecting
From our emotions.
and they call women the emotional creatures, right?
Men are really emotional.
Emotion. Yeah. You know.
And when you learn how to control your emotions, then you're on a whole nother level in life. When you know how to turn them off and turn them on, and they don't control you or dictate the outcome,
My God.
then you got somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you learn how to control and they don't control you, then you got somewhere. So listen, y'all, all lives matter. And when I say, when I pose the question, do Black lives really matter? It's me looking out of my lenses.
Right.
Of when I look out into the community and I just see the shooting and I see the killing and
Right.
I know, you know, people fought for the rights.
Right.
I get that. But I'm talking about our small Rocky Mount community where now they calling us kill 'em out.
Yeah.
Where now we in the top 10 over the states or whatever. It's the city of Rocky Mount.
Yeah.
Oh, don't go through Murder Mount. Well, we got people that done live here and they done moved off. Oh, that's why I moved from there. But you go to a same other city and they still what?
It's the same thing. You know, I travel a lot, you know, different states and different cities. It goes on in other towns.
Yeah.
So when you in Durham, you hear about all the Durham killings. When I'm in Kentucky, I hear about all the Kentucky killings. When I'm in New Jersey, I hear about all the New Jersey killings. So it's everywhere. But Rocky Mount is so small. And yeah, there's a lot of gunplay.
Yeah.
But I will give kudos to the chief of police.
Come on.
In Rocky Mount, who's been doing a great job with solving these cases.
Okay.
You understand? So there was a period where we went through a lot of shootings where they was unsolved.
They were unsolved.
They was unsolved. A lot of crimes that was unsolved.
Yeah.
But this Rocky Mount Police Department here, I will say from my personal experience with them, are doing a wonderful job.
All
And
right.
this is my opinion, nobody else's.
Okay. Well, listen, y'all heard it here first with my boy, my brother, Mr. Robert McBride. Listen, we in the building, Real Talk with Shenita. He's telling his story on today. Listen, a community leader, a great faithful father, family man. Listen, he's also an entrepreneur. Out there in the community world, his faith. Listen, he said he knew it was something. He didn't know what it was, but it was something that was there. And you know, this last thing as we wrap up. Listen, he said that believing in something that he could not see.
That's right. Today I know what is. You know, I know that it was through the power of the gospel of Jesus Christ that kept me and keep me.
Wow.
I can put a name on it today. I couldn't do that before.
Wow.
Because I was more or less agnostic. I believe something working, but I don't know what.
What it is.
Yeah. So, you know, and then to wrap it up, so Hot Potato starts this week.
Come on, hot potato.
Thursday and Friday will be at 1493 Independence Drive here in Rocky Mount, across from Autobell.
Across from Autobell. Okay.
Yeah.
1490 Independence Drive Hot Potato, y'all. Let's talk about this new business that you have.
Yes, yeah. So over the years, I was, the entrepreneurship, I was able to see stuff, start stuff. I'm a business consultant.
Okay.
I can put your business legally in the state of North Carolina on paper in 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I can legally open a business in less than 20 minutes.
Okay.
So that was another gift. But Hot Potato came about I seen that vision some years ago.
Okay.
And I never followed up on it.
Okay.
And, sometime, and I learned for me, I could do stuff out of season. And I'd done a few things out of season. And although they were successful, it wasn't time.
Ah.
Yeah. So this is one of them times I believe it's the season. Mm-hmm. And I know it's successful because I did some trial runs and, mouth watering taste. So Hot Potato is a gourmet traveling hot potato bar.
Wow.
So I can set up at different locations based on my equipment.
Okay.
And also can do private events, festivals, and the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
So that I thank God for the vision, that I'm able to see something and it started in my mind. I put it on paper and then it come to fruition.
Ooh, write the vision, make it plain, and you're going to do what it do.
And it happens.
Wow.
And I speak life into it.
Yeah. Say that one more time for the ones in the back of the bus.
I speak life into it.
You got to speak life into it.
Yeah, because I'm at a place now where I can't sleep at night.
Ooh.
It consumes me because it's already growing. It's a birth on the inside.
Come on, he coming with my number 9, y'all. That's birthing. Listen, y'all, we got completion, we got new beginnings, and then that's birthing at 789. Y'all might want to put that number in there, 789. Yeah, listen, the completion, number 7.
Okay.
And I think God was doing a thing in you when he completed some stuff in you last year. When you didn't understand, you had a Job-like experience, right? Because Job lost everything. I tell people, we have Job-like experiences.
Right.
But I heard when you were saying that, I heard God say, now double for your trouble, because he gave Job that, but you had to, when we can embrace the experience, when we can embrace going through those dark moments, when we can embrace going through those things, and now God said, I had to allow you to go through all of that. It's almost like a cleansing. I tell people we get this spiritual cleansing, but then we have to have that physical cleansing, and that physical cleansing, we got that waste got to come out of us, and it was some more stuff that had to fall off of you.
Ooh,
it was some more things that had to come off of you, says the Lord. And I don't even know why I'm going here, y'all, but I had to take it here. It was some things that had to fall off of you in order for God to do a new thing in you. And God said, in this new beginning, as he's birthing your baby, this is not the only baby that he's birthing. God said, now you're equipped and you're able to handle it even the more. Says God. Good God Almighty, y'all. I'm going to cut it right there because I will go in.
We can go on because yeah. But I will say this. I'm thankful for that dark place.
Come on.
It put me in a place where I lost everything but hope. And it was the hope that brought me back.
He lost everything but hope, and it was the hope that brought him back. So if you can look at that camera and you can tell a woman, boy, girl, a man out there, come on, you might be in a dark place, but let's talk about that hope.
Let's talk about the hope. It's the hope.
The hope.
God, if you just keep me one more day,
My God.
and then make that promise, I promise you I won't mess it up. Got to make a commitment.
Commitment, y'all.
Yeah.
In this day, it's about committing, being consistent, come on, and being accountable.
Yeah. It got to be a part 2 because we can keep right on going.
Yeah. we gonna bring my brother back, y'all, because y'all know, listen, I love it, y'all. Listen, I love it when God puts a plan together, y'all. I could just go back over, I don't know, maybe 20 some years ago when I said I was gonna be in platforms like this, and God is now birthing it. But for us to bring light to the community, let's to bring highlights to the community, to let y'all know what we got going on. It's something other than just killing going on in the city of Rocky Mount. We got brother Robert McBride in the building on today, our community activist. You got to comment. Okay, come on, comment. Demetria Rayner. You doing the next book reading? He said, this is really good. Listen, come on. We're going to hit you up. When you coming on Real Talk with Shenita, come on in the building. Listen, thank you so very much. We got any more questions, comments, concerns out there? Patricia Whitehead Hunter. Some things that we were taught don't work these days and times. That's it. Yeah. That's it. To God. He's a wonderful, black, strong brother. All
Thank
right
you.
now.
Thank
Come
you.
on. Come on. We thank you guys for tuning in, y'all. Hey, buddy. Hope is
That's my
everything. That's
boy
my
right
boy.
there.
What up, Carter?
Yeah.
Right? Carolina Carter. That's my brother
Carolina
right
Carter.
there. What up? Listen, what it do, baby? He said, hope is everything.
Hope is everything.
Hope is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a long history.
Yeah, he told me about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Ivy Bullet. He said,
Yeah,
keep
another
winning.
good brother. Another good brother.
Wow.
And then we got my boy.
Sonny Biggs, talk that talk, bro.
Bro. My man, where my jingle at, bro?
He need his jingle, brother. Look, y'all, we got to do a big collab. Come back in with the Uncle Sonny Biggs Real
Yeah,
Talk.
for
Listen,
sure.
we're gonna bring it in. We're gonna do a family reunion style. We're gonna get down and dirty in the den. But listen, thank you so very much.
That's right.
Thank you so very much for
Thank
tuning
you.
in. Like I said, y'all, it's gonna be a part two. Like I
Oh,
told
yeah.
Carter Ray it was gonna be a part two. I think Terry too, because it's so much that we can dive in
Oh, yeah.
and we can talk to. Just 1 hour is not long enough
No,
to be
it's
able
not.
to talk.
We're going to have to put something together where we can do a setting.
We
You know what I'm saying?
and with
Yeah.
that being said, we have I am my brother's keeper. That God has he's given me that vision to bring the brothers together.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it as how Mary and Martha held up Jesus, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
my thing is just to go out, each one, reach one, teach one, and we have this meeting that we meet, and the brothers come in and they share, and so we getting you in on the show.
right, okay.
Our next one is May 17th, and I think we have another one in June. But our next one, May 17th, where we just come together and we allow the brothers to share to their testimony, and where we'll be able to inspire one another and just uplift each other. Because this is how we're gonna reach back. This
you
is
go.
how we're gonna give back, and not only that, to be able to collaborate in the
There
community.
you go.
So as you having things, we having things, we're gonna come together. And this, I believe, each one reach one, teach one.
That's right.
And we grab hold of that one as we doing something about it with our boots on the ground.
There you go.
You can't get a picture of our boots. We got our boots on today, y'all, with our
Yeah.
boots on the ground.
But I tell you what, I'm sick of them dang gone fans. I said it.
Where them
I'm sick of them
fans
fans. We better close right here.
We ready to close out. Boots on the ground. Where them fans at? Hey. Listen, y'all looking at the fans right here. We the fans of Jesus
We
Christ
the
right here,
fans.
y'all.
There you go.
Listen. We the
Yeah.
brand new fans right here. Come on, y'all want to be a part of the new gang? Come on
There you
over here
go.
right here.
Jump on in.
Come on. Any last closing remarks before I close this out?
No, everything is well. All is well.
All is well.
All is well. Yeah.
All right. Listen, y'all heard it here first. Real Talk with Shenita, her story, his story with my sis, Catrice J. Listen, y'all, it's another great meeting, another great setting, another great Let's Talk About It session in the den. Y'all know we at with my boy, none other than Fonte Lyles in Lyles Media Group Studio, where we're the host with the most, where it goes down in the big city of Rocky Mount. Y'all, listen, y'all don't know. If you don't know, now you know. I ain't gonna say the last part, but listen, we out, baby. Tune in, come back in with us next week, y'all. If y'all out tomorrow, please tap in with my brother Sonny Biggs. I'm not sure who we have on his live tomorrow, but tap in with my brother Sonny Biggs, y'all. We doing this thing together. We in collaboration. He got Larry Branch gonna be in the building tomorrow with my brother Sonny Biggs. So y'all tune in tomorrow night at 8:00 p.m. With YouTube Lyles Media Group Studio on YouTube, or Fonte Lyles page, or Sonny Biggs page, or just tap in, because we like, share, tag. That's how we support each other. But listen, if you got a story that you want to tell, you got a testimony that you want to tell, listen, you got platforms in the city of Rocky Mount where you come, and we ain't asking you for no money. Listen, we ain't paying you for your story neither. Okay, so you gotta want to do it for free. All right, listen, God gonna bless you on it. But listen, if you can come in and share, if you got something that you want to say to another brother or a sister just out in the community, you got something you doing in the community, let us know so that we can come together in collaboration. Amen, somebody. Again, you heard it second here. I ain't gonna say first, because my boy Sandy Biggs had Mr. Robert on first, but we have none other than Mr. Robert McBride in the building. Thursday, hit him up at, what's the address?
1490.
1490
Independence Drive.
Independence Drive. Come on by and get some of those hot potatoes, y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. We out. Peace out.
Peace.